If you're tired of sending DMs that get ignored, pitching businesses that ghost you after 1 or 2 calls, or wasting hours trying to figure out how to land your first $1,500 a month retainer client, this is the video that you've been waiting for. I'm going to show you a complete step-by-step guide workflow that's going to help you get your very first retainer client for at least $1,500 a month using AI-powered tools that pretty much handle 70% of the workload and heavy lifting so that you don't have to. No more guessing, no more overthinking, just proven systems that simply just work. After all, they're the same ones that I use with no videography experience, yet I was able to make thousands and thousands of dollars. So whether you've tried starting an agency before and got stuck, or you've been watching YouTube videos on how to do things like this for weeks but just haven't taken any action yet, this will be your complete blueprint on how to get your first client. And the best part is you don't need a huge portfolio, you don't need a website, and you don't need a huge team to get this done. All you need are the right tools and a very simple framework. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Okay, so let's take a look at the flowchart on how to go and get your first retainer client. I made it as simple as possible so we can kind of just go through it pretty easily and quickly. Like I said, I made it as simple as possible for you to get your first retainer client and go ahead and start making some money online. And we're going to be using, once again, the AI Business Accelerator. It's going to give you your step-by-step roadmap. It's powered by my 10 bots that I use to scale my business and run my business. So it has your proven strategies. It helps you figure out whatever niche you want to go into. Once again, you're going to tap into AI powered tools to automate at least 70% of your business. It's going to give you strategies, lead gen, client acquisition, and it's designed to help you land your first client and scale from there, whether or not you're at 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50K, or however, wherever you're at. It's going to help you scale from there. So first off, what you're going to have to do is go ahead and choose your niche. What we're going to use to do that is my Khalil's brain. So once again, this brain has been trained to help you in all aspects of your business. So the prompt that you should use for it is going to be something along the lines of, I'll put it right here, and then once I'm done, I'll unpause it. Okay, so a nice and easy prompt that you can use is, hey, I'm starting my social media marketing business and I need help finding my niche that I want to start working with and getting on a retainer to scale my business to at least $10,000. What are some niche markets that I can use to get there? The only thing is they need to be able to afford my services and have an audience to sell to. It's going to give you a bunch of different ideas. So what do we have? We have med spas, real estate agents, coaches, consultants. These guys get hit up a lot. So I might shift into somewhere else until you have a big enough portfolio to go out and reach these clients or have them reach out to you. Home services, law firms, underrated niches such as chiros, dentists, medicines, therapists, luxury e-com brands, franchises such as gyms, wedding industries. For this example, let's say home services. Let's say we're going to be targeting landscaping companies. This is a good niche to choose simply because their projects cost thousands and thousands of dollars. They have budgets to run ads, and then you can stack clients in the same city, as long as they're not within the same zip code or anything like that. So going back to the mirror, what's next? We're going to have to build our offer. So what are we going to offer these landscaping companies? No worries. This can take you hours, days, weeks, even months for you to come up with some type of idea. Don't worry. I trained the bot to give you the exact script and exact blueprints on what you need to build your offer. So what we're going to ask you is help me build an offer that I can use to target landscaping companies to help build their social media organically and start growing them some more businesses. Start growing them some more business as well as create ads to help scale their business. How much should I charge? I need the full A through Z. I'm just going to give you a quick response. Ideal SMMA offer for landscaping companies. We help landscaping companies grow local brand visibility and generate qualified leads through short form video content and local ads without wasting money on slow SEO or expensive mailers. Quick tip that I also showed that it does for you is a lot of times people are going to say especially when you're beginning. I help landscaping companies. No, you never want to do that. We. Whether it's a team of you or a team of 50 employees, you always want to say we. Just makes you sound a bit more like an authoritative figure, and you've been doing it for a long time. Package name, local landscaping growth system. It's going to give you different deliverables that you can do, organic social growth, 12 to 16 short form reels a month. You can post on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, captions with trending sounds. You can give them carousel posts, weekly posting schedule, profile optimization, and then you can do paid ads and lead gen system, performance and reporting. This is what you can do to keep them up to date with everything. And this is just a basis. You can always ask it for a more detailed response and just kind of go a little bit more into depth as well. Then it's going to give you pricing strategy as well. Starter pack, growth pack, domination pack. These names are a little bit cheesy. You can always change that. But it's going to give you a kind of idea frame based on the target market and what other people are charging them. So 1,000 to 1,500 is a great starter package. My first retainer client was $2,000, so which is going to be the growth, and then domination 3 to 4K. This is going to be a little bit more. And once again, they do have the budget to spend these kinds of money. So let's take a look at what's next. Boom. So now we're going to have to build a lead list. You have your offer, you have your niche. Now you need to start finding local businesses. You can do this on Google, Yelp, and Apple Maps, and it's as simple as this. Let's say we're in Houston. We just type in landscaping companies in Houston area. Kind of take a look, scroll down, and let's say this one. They have a nice website, everything like that. But what you want to do is just try to see if they have an Instagram. If they don't have an Instagram, oh, they do right here. Let's take a look. So we're loading their Instagram, 684 followers, and look at what they're posting. This is not that good. If you're in Houston area, I would target this company ASAP. Let's take a look at their reels. Oh wow, 36K, it's pretty good, 27K, but look at it's only 3 reels. Everything else is no good. So this would be a great type of client to target, especially when you're just starting, right? They don't have that crazy of a following. They're trying to post, but it's not that quality of a post that are good enough to start getting them, a lot of more leads, a lot of more revenue, and that's where you would come in. So let's see what's next on the flowchart. Now we're gonna have to create the cold call and sales script. Now this is one of the most important parts because this is where you actually are going to have the opportunity to outreach and close deals. So without the cold call script, without the framework and sales script, no matter how much, analyzation and all this pre-work that you do, it won't matter unless you can actually have the proven frameworks to get them on calls and to close them to make thousands and thousands of dollars. So let's go get that done right now. Now, instead of continuously going in Khalil's brain, what we're going to want to do is try and go to my sales bot. Now, in the sales bot, this thing has been trained to be an absolute beast. I've recorded all of my sales calls, trained it with here. I've recorded hours and hours and hours of other sales calls, YouTube videos from top guys such as Jeremy Miner, Alex Ramosi, Iman Ghazi, Johnny Mao, who's on his 7 level team, and literally just absolute demons at closing to train this bot so that instead of you having to go and pay thousands of dollars to go learn how to sell from these kinds of people, you can even role play with this bot. That's how I got really good at sales. I role played with the bot, and then I asked it for scripts. I asked it to review my sales calls. I threw transcripts in there and literally everything in between. So this thing is your absolute beauty. So let's give it a prompt. Okay, so what I did was I put, based on my prompt, give me a simple cold call script I can use to book appointments with landscaping companies. Help me build an offer that I can use to target landscaping companies to help build their social media organically and start growing them so more businesses as well to create ads to help scale their business. How much should I charge? I need the A through Z. So what I did was I just put in a quick prompt that I need a quick cold call script that I can use to book appointments. And what I typed in my Khalil's brain, I went ahead and copied everything in there and what the whole offer was that it gave me, and I threw it in there just for the sales bot to give me, just to give the sales bot as well. And then it's gonna give me a nice simple script. Hey, John. John's gonna say, yeah, this is John. Who's this? Yeah, this is Khalil. I was just calling. I was looking through a few landscaping companies in the area. Not because I needed lawn work done or anything like that. I actually run a small marketing agency that works with landscapers to help them get more calls and book jobs using, short form videos and just local ads. Again, briefly pause, let them respond. They're gonna say something like, "Oh, okay, cool. That sounds cool. What's up?" Hey, then you're gonna say, "Hey, yeah, I peeked through your Instagram, Facebook. Looks like you had some solid, before and after projects, which are pretty fire, by the way, right?" But most landscapers we talk to aren't getting actual leads from the post, and that's usually because the content's not hitting local audiences consistently. What you're gonna want to do is let them agree with that because that's gonna build trust, it's gonna build rapport. Hey, we've got a system that helps landscaping companies get 5 to 15 leads a month using short form videos, local ads that actually reach homeowners. Would you be open to a quick Zoom call, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, where I can show you what that could look like for your business? Super easy, super resistance free. This will get you 10 calls booked minimum a week if you just outreach enough people. And then now what we're going to need is a closing call. So now that we got that cold call script, what we're gonna ask you is, perfect. Now give me a full closing script that I can use when we're on call with a full framework to make it a seamless process. And like I said, it has been trained by some of the top sales reps. So for this instance, it's gonna give you that NEPQ framework. What that is neuro emotional persuasion questioning. It basically is a way to kind of guide a sales call without being pushy, but asking questions that basically just make them sell themselves. So Let's take a look. Hey, Johnny, glad to meet you. I appreciate you hopping on. I know you're probably busy, so I'll just keep it pretty straightforward. I'm just going to ask some quick questions just so I can see where you're currently at, how you're getting leads, and building your brand online. That way I can see if what we could do could actually even help. If it makes sense by then, I can show you what that looks like. If not, no pressure for. Once again, this is a neutral tone. It's non-pushy. It'll lower their defenses and, lower their resistance. So it's going to give you a question. How are you currently getting most of your landscape jobs? Have you tried running ads before? Is it mostly referrals, right? Pay attention to the tonality. Pay attention to how I'm saying it, right? You want to sound curious in your discovery, which is when you're asking them all these questions, right? So when you get jobs from social media, if any, are those usually people messaging you directly or just kind of like liking and commenting? They're gonna answer, do you ever feel like your work is great, but not enough people are actually seeing it locally? They're gonna say, yeah. What happens when leads slow down? Do you kind of find yourself dropping prices or kind of chasing low quality jobs? And this is just gonna give layering questions, emotional questions to put them in a buyer's mindset on why they need to change their current situation. So how does this affect things long term? Like, how fast do you want things to grow, or what kind of clients do you want to work with? Once again, pay attention to the tonality and the pacing. They're going to answer these questions, and once again, the way it's trained is going to basically give you a full framework that makes the prospect sell themselves. Next, vision and desire question. So ideally, like let's say we could fast forward, 6 months from now, what would you like to happen with your marketing over the next few months, right? Like what would bringing in those 5 to 15 solid leads a month, what would that do for your business? Have you thought about what it would be like to only work with high paying quality clients? And this literally is going to get them in a buyer's mindset. And then that's where you drop the offer. So, based on what you told me, you've got great work, but just not enough people are kind of seeing it or taking action. That's pretty much what we help landscaping businesses solve. We handle all the content creation, short form videos, carousels, captions. We can help you with ads if you'd like that. We'd even set up a lead form page or so, just so you're not getting views, but actually calls or messages from homeowners in the area. A pretty simple package that we have, it's going to be 12 to 16 reels that we can post on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Weekly posts, we can help you with ad campaigns if you want to do that, lead form landing pages, and we'll keep you up to date throughout the entire process. We do this all under one roof, so you're not chasing freelancers here and on Upwork and Bangladesh and all these things, right? We're an in-house team. We make sure we get everything done, and we have one-on-one contact. Any questions or concerns you always have my contact, and we're pretty much like a family at this point. I always use that line. We're pretty much a family. Once again, it builds trust and makes them a giggle, and literally just it's a friendly conversation at the end of the day. You're just asking questions, and based on the answers that they give you, that's how you tailored your solution to it. Then, does it sound like something that could actually help you solve that issue? If yes, cool. We just start with the 90-day ramp up to build momentum. The investment for that is $1,500 a month. Bro, $1,500 for them to sign an $8,000 landscaping job, it's a no brainer. You do this, it's an absolute beauty. That's how you're going to get your first close. Let's take a look at what's next. Okay, so after you get that full framework, you practice it a couple times, you begin outreach, you book your discovery calls with the cold call script, then you close them on the appointments, you onboard your first client. That's pretty much you getting their, Instagram info, TikTok info, and login. If they don't have anything, you just kind of build it for them. You get your first retainer for $1,500 a month. You rinse and repeat. You do that 6, 7 times. That's your first $10,000. It's so easy. It's so simple. And once again, these are just two of the bots that I have in my accelerator, my business accelerator. Right now it's on sale for $27. It comes with my brain, a strategic CFO, which helps you master your money scale. It gives you a sales bot, like I said, to help you work on your sales process, a mindset bot to help you through thick and thin, talking head bot, which helps you script bot, which helps you create a bunch of B-roll, different ideas and videos to generate more leads, generate more revenue, and build an audience. SEO caption. So for all the captions on all my Instagram and all my clients' Instagram, I use this bot. Real estate bot helps you script real estate videos if you have any real estate agents. Calendar bot, I literally use this to plan on my entire week, my month, Q1, 2, 3, and 4, so that I'm staying on task and I know what needs to get done. And the number 10, my profit funnel architect bot. This literally helps build all of my ads, convert my ads, scale my ads, and just run that business automatically. So you're getting all of these for only $27. Like it's absolutely crazy. $27 to get your first client for $1,500 a month. You do that 6, 7 times, boom, you're at 10K. So much easier than you think. You can literally purchase it right now. It's on my Instagram. I'll put it in the first link in the description. It's gonna be the business accelerator. But yeah, pretty simple. You literally just copy this script, right? You choose your niche, you build your offer, you build a lead list, you create a cold call sales script using the bots that have been trained to win and give you winning formulas, proven frameworks. You begin your outreach, you book discovery calls, you onboard your first client, you rinse and you repeat, I promise you, if you just stick to this and you stay consistent, you will get your first few clients and you will scale. And like I said, you have all the systems in place through the AI Business Accelerator. So once again, if you do want access to this, it is on sale for only $27. $27, and I've been training it for over a year. And they're getting optimized every single day. I update them daily as I use them daily for my business. These are the same exact scripts, same exact bots, and same exact, systems that I'm using to automate my business and scale it, giving it away once again for only $27. So I'll put that in the description, first link in the description. If you want access to that, definitely go purchase it while it's on sale right now. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have it on sale because a lot of people are have been getting it, and I may need to raise the price soon. But I don't know. We'll see. I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys joined. If you have any questions or anything like that, drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram at Khalil_Forrest. I'll put that in the description as well with all my socials. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys learned something. Go out there and get your first client. Don't be afraid of outreach. Go out there. I got my first client within 2 weeks of watching videos similarly to this one, and I had no experience. So if I could do it, you can do it too. The thing is, I didn't have access to all these systems and bots. You will for only $27. So if you want that, once again, first link in the description. Go ahead and get that. I hope you guys appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Once again, hit me for any questions or concerns. Appreciate you guys for watching. God bless. Stay up. Keep working. Keep grinding. And go chase your dreams. See you guys in the next one. Peace.